Master your mind and never lose focus again. Stoicism. You often find yourself losing focus during your daily life. A ringing phone, a sudden notification, or even a demanding colleague can easily derail your thoughts. The Stoic principle of controlling your reactions and focusing on what you can control comes to mind. As Epictetus wisely said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Imagine you're in a meeting. The discussion is important, yet distractions proliferate. Your mind drifts. You see a coworker tapping away at their phone and hear the continuous ping of notifications. Your attention splits, and before you know it, you miss crucial points. This scenario mirrors a moment of choice. Do you let these distractions cloud your focus? Or do you decide to center your mind, blocking out the noise around you? Consider this. When distractions pull you away, what is your first impulse? Do you fight the urge to respond to the distraction? Or do you yield, wondering what you might be missing? Reflect on this. How much of your day do you genuinely control? In tightly packed moments like these, you remember that your true power lies in your reaction. Instead of allowing external factors to dictate your concentration, imagine grounding yourself. Feel your feet firmly on the ground. Take a deep breath to center your thoughts. And remind yourself, I choose where my thoughts go. When your mind tries to wander, ask yourself, what is essential right now? Are you letting external chaos dictate your internal peace? Staying anchored can help you regain control, enhancing your effectiveness in daily interactions. Now, what if you were to practice this focus for the next 24 hours? Every time a distraction arises, pause, breathe deeply, and reset your mind to what truly deserves your attention. Play around with it. Embrace the challenge. Your focus is a muscle, and like any muscle, it strengthens with practice. Imagine by tomorrow night how much more you could accomplish if you commit to this practice. Can you feel the weight of potential change? Let it resonate. And as we start this journey, stay curious about the next steps in mastering your focus. Hey, before you put this Stoic teaching into practice, I need to give you an important heads up. Many subscribers have reported that YouTube unsubscribed them without warning. Check the red button below to make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. I don't want you to miss any Stoic lesson coming up. And since you're here, smash that powerful like. It helps me a lot with the algorithm. Tell me in the comments, which city are you watching from? I love getting to know every amazing person who's part of this community. Your participation makes all the difference. Let's interact. As you continue your journey into mastering focus, let's delve deeper into an essential Stoic insight: the power of acceptance. In the daily chaos, there lies a hidden strength that many overlook. A strength rooted in recognizing and embracing reality as it is. Imagine you're in a coffee shop, sitting down to work. The barista fumbles with the espresso machine, and a toddler screams in the corner. The noise is jarring. Your initial reaction might be irritation. Why can't they keep it down? But here is the Stoic twist. What if you accept the noise? What if, instead of fighting it, you acknowledge it? As part of your environment, difficulties show men what they are. This wisdom from Epictetus reminds you that your responses, not the distractions, define you. Accepting life's interruptions opens a path to clarity. Instead of seeing distractions as enemies, consider them as teachers of patience and resilience. Now, let's explore this acceptance further. When you resist what's happening around you, you amplify your frustration. But when you let go, when you choose to embrace the scene before you, something remarkable happens. Your mind clears. The toddler's cries fade into the background. You regain space to think and create. Pause for a moment and reflect. What distractions do you typically resist? Are those distractions truly insurmountable? Or can they be viewed as mere background noise? In the midst of life's bustle, grounding yourself becomes crucial. Feel the warmth of the sun streaming through the window. Inhale deeply, letting the air fill your lungs, grounding you. With each exhale, release the tension. Accepting what you cannot change enhances your focus on what you can influence. Now, picture yourself in your workplace, emails piling up, phone alerts chiming ceaselessly. Instead of letting the chaos dictate your feelings, try this. Acknowledge that these elements are outside your sphere of control. Shift your focus to what you can control, your attitude, your decision to act. Think about this. What if, for the next few moments, you decided that nothing outside could disturb your inner peace? Each time a notification pops up, take a moment. Reset your mind with a deep breath. Choose to navigate your day with a clear sense of purpose. As we wrap this chapter of our Stoic exploration, remember this empowering idea. Acceptance doesn't mean passivity. It means actively choosing where your energy goes despite the distractions. You are not defined by what happens to you, but by your reactions to it. What challenges will you face this week? How can embracing acceptance help you find clarity in those moments? Let these questions simmer as you step forward. Mastering your focus isn't just about resisting the external. It's about transforming your internal landscape. Keep practicing acceptance, and you'll notice your interactions and productivity shifting in profound ways. The journey is just beginning, and there's much more to discover together. As you settle into the practice of acceptance, let's explore another powerful Stoic concept, the idea of perspective. Our focus often suffers when we view things too narrowly. But what if shifting your perspective could bring you more clarity and control? Think about a moment when you felt overwhelmed, maybe at work or home. A pile of tasks lay before you, each one competing for your attention. Your mind races and anxiety creeps in. But here's where perspective comes into play. Instead of seeing each task as a mountain, consider them stepping stones. Each one leads you forward. Imagine you're in that same busy coffee shop. The espresso machine is still sputtering, and the toddler's cries are loud. But instead of feeling edged, what if you looked around and noticed other people? Some are smiling, others are deep in conversation. This shift can ease the weight of your distractions. What if you thought of those sounds as part of a vibrant tapestry of life, rather than irritations? Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties. That's a quote from Epictetus that perfectly captures this idea. The issues we face often aren't as heavy as we make them out to be. The clutter of our minds can create barriers. By changing how you look at these distractions, you can lighten your load significantly. Here's a little exercise to try. The next time you feel overwhelmed, pause. Take a moment to breathe deeply. Then, ask yourself, what's really important here? Allowing that awareness to surface can transform chaos into clarity. Write down your thoughts if you can. What feels urgent? What can wait? Now, let's apply this idea to your daily routine. Think about how you can approach your tasks with a balanced perspective. When you sit down to check your emails, for example, remember that each email is not just a to-do item. It's an opportunity to connect, solve problems, and make progress. Shift from seeing them as chores to recognizing the value in each interaction. As you continue this journey, consider how the things that distract you can teach you about your priorities. Reflect on your reactions. How often do you let distractions derail you from what matters most? By cultivating awareness, you can bring focus back to what truly deserves your energy. Let's take this a step further. Try setting small, focused goals for each day. Maybe you want to craft one thoughtful email, finish a small project, or dedicate time to learn something new. Celebrate these small achievements as they can anchor your path. Perspective also brings another layer: gratitude. When you change how you view distractions and challenges, you cultivate a sense of appreciation. You begin to see each obstacle as a chance to learn and grow. Embrace the messiness of life. It's in these moments that we find our strength. As we conclude this chapter, think about what subtle shifts in perspective could do for you. How can looking at challenges differently help you reclaim your focus? The more you practice this, the clearer your path becomes. Take a moment to reflect on what you learned today. How will you carry it into the next week? Your journey of mastering focus is gaining momentum. Let's keep moving forward together. More insights await, and there's much more to explore on this path. As we continue our journey into mastering focus, let's turn our attention to a crucial Stoic practice: mindfulness. This is about being fully present in each moment and understanding that every bit of your energy is a choice. Picture it. You're sitting at your desk, ready to tackle a project. Yet, as you begin, your mind flits between thoughts. What dinner will be tonight? An upcoming deadline? That meeting next week? Each thought pulls you away. But what if you could anchor yourself? What if you could stay grounded in the now? Mindfulness isn't just about meditation or quiet moments. It's about bringing your awareness to whatever you're doing. It's like putting on blinders to the distractions around you while focusing on one single task. Just as Epictetus said, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. This also rings true for our attention. By practicing mindfulness, you intentionally listen to the moment. Let's try a little exercise. Close your eyes for a second, if you can. Take a deep breath and focus on it. Feel the air filling your lungs. Now, open your eyes and look around. Redirect your focus to what's right in front of you. Notice the colors, sounds, and any small details you might often overlook. This simple practice can help you appreciate the current moment and brings you back to your task. Now, let's bring mindfulness into your daily routine. When you start an email, give it your full attention. Write slowly and thoughtfully. Let each word flow from your mind to the screen without judgment. When you're engaged in a conversation, listen fully without planning your next response. Notice how this changes the quality of your interactions. As you practice mindfulness, you may notice how it calms your mind. You become less caught up in what's outside of your control. distractions lose their power over you. Instead of feeling anxious or rushed, you'll find a sense of clarity and peace. Think about how often we rush through our lives, focusing on the next thing instead of the current one. This creates stress. But when you choose to be present, you'll discover a space where distractions no longer dictate your feelings. Let's also explore how to apply mindfulness in challenging situations. If you're in a loud environment, acknowledge the noise without judgment. Instead of feeling frustrated, remind yourself, this is just part of today. Take a breath and return to your work. Notice how accepting the moment helps you regain focus. Now, consider this. When was the last time you truly savored an experience? Eating a meal, sipping your coffee, or having a conversation with a friend? Try to cultivate those moments of awareness. Acknowledge the flavors, the warmth, or the laughter. These small practices add richness to your life and amplify your ability to focus. As we finish this chapter, reflect on the power of mindfulness. How might being present shift your perspective on distractions? Each moment is an opportunity to choose focus over chaos. Write down 1 or 2 areas in your life where you can apply mindfulness this week. It's a step on your journey to mastering your focus. Remember, practice makes progress. The path is unfolding, and there's more to come. Keep exploring, and let's move forward together. As we dive deeper into our exploration of focus, let's talk about another vital Stoic concept: intentionality. This is all about making conscious choices in everything you do. When you approach your day with intention, you take control over your thoughts and actions. Imagine waking up in the morning. You open your eyes, and the first thing you see is your phone buzzing with notifications. Your instinct might be to reach out and check it, letting that screen dictate how your day starts. But what if you pause? What if you set a clear intention for your day before you even get out of bed? You could say to yourself, today I will focus on what truly matters. Setting that intention can create a powerful shift. It's like drawing a line in the sand. You're saying, this is how I want to direct my energy. So, whether it's a work project, time spent with loved ones, or even personal growth, your focus becomes sharper. Now, let's think about how this looks in daily life. When you sit down at your desk, take a moment. Close your eyes, breathe, and reflect on what you want to achieve. Maybe it's completing a report or brainstorming new ideas. Whatever it is, hold that goal in your mind. Let it shape your focus as you tackle your tasks. Imagine this intentionality in little moments too. When you're having a meal, instead of scrolling through your phone, fully engage with the sight, smell, and taste of your food. This practice not only enhances your experience, but fuels your ability to focus. Let's try a little exercise together. The next time you face a task, set your intention first. Ask yourself, what do I want to accomplish in this moment? Write it down if you can. This small act creates clarity and purpose. When distractions come, you can remind yourself of that intention and redirect your focus. Consider how intentionality also brings your values into play. By identifying what matters most, you align your actions with your true priorities. If connecting with family is important, make that a focal point. Put away devices and be present. Dive into conversations, share laughs, and build memories. Each moment spent with intention strengthens those connections. Now, think about how this practice of intentionality can grow. How can you incorporate it into your evenings? Maybe you decide to read a book or spend time journaling. Whatever it is, aim to be fully engaged. Use those moments to recharge and reflect on your day. As we wrap up this chapter, remember that understanding your intentions can guide your actions and thoughts throughout the day. When you approach life with intention, you reduce distractions. You become proactive instead of reactive. Ask yourself, what is your intention for the upcoming week? How can you reinforce that during your daily routines? Keep this thought close and let it steer your actions. Your journey towards mastering focus continues. Intentionality is just another stepping stone. There are more tools and insights awaiting you, so let's keep moving forward together. Embrace this practice and watch how it transforms your focus and interactions in the days ahead. As the sun began to set, casting an orange glow through the office windows, the air buzzed with a mix of anticipation and anxiety. Clarissa sat at her desk, reflecting on the practices she had embraced over the past weeks. She had taken the principles of Stoicism to heart: focus, acceptance, perspective, mindfulness, and intentionality had transformed her approach to life. But today felt different. A big presentation loomed ahead, and the usual calmness she had cultivated was being overwhelmed by self-doubt. Just moments before, she had sat down to rehearse her speech, surrounded by notes filled with her best ideas. Yet as she opened her mouth to practice, thoughts of her colleagues' expectations flooded her mind. What if they didn't connect with her message? What if they judged her delivery? The weight of these distractions threatened to derail her focus, taking her back to the very chaos she had worked so hard to move beyond. Then she remembered the essence of the Stoic teachings she had absorbed. Instead of fighting her anxiety, she closed her eyes and took a deep breath. "I choose where my thoughts go," she whispered, the familiar mantra grounding her again. With renewed determination, she stood tall and looked out the window, setting her gaze on the horizon. She could see the world moving outside, people bustling home, laughter echoing from the street. Taking a step back, Clarissa shifted her perspective. She recognized that her presentation was not about seeking approval, but about sharing her insights. This was a chance for connection. The idea of being perfect loosened its grip, replaced by the realization that authenticity was more valuable. She chuckled at herself, picturing the toddler from the coffee shop, crying, yet woven into the vibrant tapestry of life, chaos and all. With newfound clarity, she sat down again, focused on her notes. Each passage felt lighter as she infused her message with genuine passion. This was her voice, her truth to deliver. As she practiced, the distractions around her began to fade away. Each word flowed effortlessly, emerging from a place of intention rather than fear. But before she could finish her final touches, Jake, her colleague, burst in, concern etched across his face. "Hey, I just heard about the feedback on our project. It's not looking good, and everyone's nervous," he said, glancing nervously at their shared manager's office. In that moment, Clarissa felt her heart race again, the tension creeping in. Yet, rather than succumbing, she took a deliberate breath. "Let's not let anxiety consume our focus," she replied calmly. "We can work through this. What matters now is how we respond." Amidst Jake's evident panic, her words offered a steadying force. He nodded, the storm in his eyes beginning to settle. Together they strategized a plan to tackle the feedback head-on. Clarissa's leadership emerged, fueled by the acceptance of both the situation's unknowns and her renewed focus on actionable steps. They listed their potential responses and decided who could address which points during the team meeting. Later, as the presentation day arrived, Clarissa felt an unusual calm wash over her. She entered the room filled with familiar faces, now bathed in confidence rather than apprehension. The moment was hers to embrace. With every word, she connected deeply with her colleagues. She spoke not just to inform, but to engage and inspire. The chaos of the world outside melting away. When she finished, applause filled the air. But she knew the applause was less about her performance and more about her authenticity. The real triumph lay in her ability to maintain focus, to accept imperfections, to see obstacles as opportunities, and to understand the true power she held in her reactions. As Clarissa stepped out of the meeting room, she felt a wave of satisfaction. She had navigated through uncertainty to find clarity. This journey had taught her that focus was not a destination, but a continuous practice, deeply intertwined with acceptance and intentionality. She felt a smile creep onto her face. The path to mastering her mind was a journey worth every step, and as she looked ahead, she knew there were more insights to explore and challenges to face. With renewed enthusiasm, she resolved to continue sharing these lessons with others, to foster a community where everyone could embrace their own journeys toward focus and serenity. Do you want to keep advancing on the path to serenity? Subscribe now to the channel to receive the next Stoic reflections firsthand. Click like if this content helped you grow. In the comments, share the biggest insight you took away. Your experience may inspire other seekers. And don't hoard wisdom. Send this video to at least 3 friends who need inner balance.